Woo! What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to yet another video. It is your boy RickyMoto, and we have my Yamaha R7 over here. And today I'm going to be talking about my top 5 mods for this bike. And these are mods that you can also do to other motorcycles. It's not exclusive to the R7. But yeah, we're going to be walking around and talking about my top 5 picks. Before we get into this video, make sure to drop a like and a comment below to boost the algorithm. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, make sure to do so, as well as turning on the post notifications. So what we have here is my 2023 Yamaha R7. The whole entire bike originally was all black and stock, obviously. We do have quite a lot done to it, but I'm not going to cover every single mod because some of them are a little bit more, intensive. So I decided to pick the mods that are easy to do and more so things that I highly recommend getting and that are absolutely crucial. So first things first is to get yourself a nice full system exhaust. Check that thing out. So what I have on here is a full system toast exhaust with the razor tip design over here. As you can see, it kind of splits off into a Y pipe and it is kind of flattened out. I think it looks absolutely sick. They do have a slip-on version for the tail end, but honestly, slip-ons are kind of whack. That's just my opinion. Always go for a full system if you want to get the maximum sound, best performance, because it's going to give you the best airflow all the way through. On top of that, you're saving a lot of weight. So not only is it going to improve looks, sound, but also performance. That's why I think the number one thing on the list has to be a full system exhaust. It doesn't have to be Toast necessarily. There's plenty of other brands out there, but this is just my favorite pick just because Toast has the coolest design in my opinion. No exhausts really have this sort of slash cut design. And on top of that, Toast tends to have more growly and more deeper tones, which is my personal favorite. The second mod on the list is to get yourself a fender eliminator or a tail tidy. So as you can see, I got rid of the whole entire rear end of the OEM system that kind of extends really far with the license plate here. If it has some turn signals and whatnot, it looked hideous. And I swapped it out for a TST Industries low mount. And this one goes way below the mounting points that were originally up here. Very simple installation. If you guys want to see the full video on that, it's on my channel. But the TST Industries low mount license plate is super sick. It just cleans up the entire rear end, but the only downside is that we did lose our turn signals, which I will get to in the next entry. So the next thing, number 3, is upgraded LED lights. So I'm referring to multiple aspects. So this tail light down here is aftermarket over here. We also got aftermarket turn signals on the front over here. The whole front end is pretty much OEM, didn't really mess with that, but changing out all the lights to LEDs on your motorcycle is definitely something that is a must, not only from a aesthetic standpoint but also a safety standpoint. The original lights are very cheaply made, they're not bright, and they just look bad, especially the ones on the side that were on this bike. So the original turn signals kind of extended out like maybe 3 inches. They're super floppy. You can just touch them and they'll like wiggle around, and they were not very bright, and they only emitted light towards the front. So if someone from the back is seeing you trying to signal, they can't even tell that you're signaling. So I switched it out to these TST Industries, which are much cleaner on the body. As you can see, it doesn't protrude or anything, and it also is much brighter because of the shape of it, and it is LED. It shines pretty much everywhere. So like, doesn't matter if you're looking from the back, from the front, the entire side glows super bright when you're signaling. And especially at night, the whole entire road, I noticed, just glows with the orange signaling. For the taillight, we did the same exact thing, but I forgot exactly which brand of taillight this is. But this is an integrated taillight, smoked out finish. We do have a daytime running light in here. We also have signals in here too. So when I hit the signals, it does a swooping sort of effect on each side to indicate, and it is super bright. So definitely a must to upgrade the light system on your motorcycle. Now, number 4 on the list is a little bit more of a smaller mod, but I think it definitely changes the overall look on the bike. And what I'm referring to is this front windscreen. This one is a dark smoke windscreen from Puig, and it kind of has a double bubble effect. So the original one was clear and it kind of had a low angle like this. But this one is much higher of a kick, and it has a double sort of hit here. I think it just adds a lot more visual to the front end, makes it look a little more aggressive, a little sharper, more pronounced, and it also offers a lot better aerodynamics. So especially when you're on the highway going higher speeds, very low windscreen actually creates a lot of wind blowing straight to your face and to your chest area. So by upgrading your windscreen to a much higher and more aggressive one, you do get a lot better aerodynamics with the bike, makes it more stable and a lot safer. Now, moving on to the last modification on the list is to get yourself a custom ECU tune. And I'm saying ECU tune, not a plug-in like piggyback tune. I'm talking a real tune. And the reason why I don't like using like dyno jets or any sort of like extra pieces that you plug into the ECU is because those are very standard maps that are like a one size fit all. And you're not going to be able to maximize every component of your bike because it's kind of just like a copy-paste tune for everybody. But if you get a custom ECU tune from like Boss Racing or any other company out there, you can get a tune that is perfectly fit for the parts that you have on your bike. So if you have a full system exhaust, they can tune it accordingly to the airflow on that. If you have an intake system, etc., etc. And by getting a custom tune, you're going to be able to wake up the bike's power so you can increase your horsepower. When you do a custom tune, you can adjust stuff like the engine braking. You can either reduce it or increase it. Obviously, you can unlock top speed and get more power out of it. The way it shifts to your power band. By having all that customizability, it can really cater your bike to your riding style. I gotta say, this bike is so much smoother now compared to when it was stock, and it's definitely a lot faster than what it used to be. So yeah, those are my 5 top picks on modifications that you got to get on the Yamaha R7. Now there's definitely more mods on this bike that I didn't mention in this video, but maybe you can make a part 2. I don't know. If you guys like these videos where I kind of go through the mods that I have done to the bike, make sure to drop a like below and let me know if you guys want to see more of this. But yeah, I'm gonna get my ass out of here. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.